But I'm really honored to be here. It's a treat. Thank you for inviting me, not just because you gave me an excuse to get out of Boston on a hot summer afternoon, but especially just to come out here and see the sense of excitement among the various institutions that are involved in this. And I'm so grateful to the presidents, the chancellor, who have worked on this, to the superintendents of schools, to the teachers who I know have been involved in this project, to the parents, and to you students who are putting together the effort and energy to make this go. I see great achievements that have already happened and wonderful things to come. And I'm appreciative to Admiral Vernon in particular for hosting us here this afternoon. I begin and end each day as a dad. I have 4 children and I have 2 stepchildren. And some of them are grown up, but some of them are still little. And what I look for as a parent when they come home from a day at school is a sense that I see on the faces of some young people around here, and in the brief conversations that I've had with a few of you today. What you want to see as a parent is this sense of excitement, the sense of engagement, the sense of possibility, particularly as it applies to science, the sense of discovery and adventure and challenge. The worst thing I can hear as a parent is somebody who comes home from school and tells me, well, how was school today? Boring. And I think that's one of the things that this kind of work represents to me: excitement and inspiration. The whole field of science, technology, and engineering and mathematics is so critically important to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and to our future. Not just of our individual children, but this state's economy. We know that for the most part, businesses aren't going to locate here or aren't going to grow here on the basis of our natural resources, even though we've got a lot of natural beauty. They aren't going to come on the basis of the climate. They aren't going to come on the basis of the cost of living. They're going to come on the basis of our having a workforce that's smarter, more knowledgeable, more capable of solving problems and inventing new solutions and possibilities than any other workforce anyplace else in the world. And that's the only reason they're going to pay us at the levels that we've become accustomed to in this economy. So we have in this moment an opportunity to make good on our moral obligations to provide the best possible education to every child, and simultaneously to take care of our economic self-interest, which is building the kind of human capital in Massachusetts that will enable us to compete effectively internationally in the 21st century. And that's what I see these projects as being about. And we have concerns. We have steep achievement gaps in the sciences, even though as a state, we lead the nation, and in some categories and on some measurements and tests, we lead the world in terms of our performance in the STEM subjects. And yet at the same time, we have many, many students who aren't enjoying that success. Even of greater concern to me as I look over some of the numbers is what I call a kind of inspiration gap that we have. You know, in Massachusetts, we have double the number of STEM jobs of the average state. I was speaking this morning to Senate presidents from all around the country, and they were envious that 6% of our jobs are in STEM fields right now. And yet, we've got this high student achievement, and yet when students take, for example, the SAT test and indicate their preference for what they want to major in when they get to college, we have lower than the national average level of interest in STEM majors and STEM careers. That should concern us, that somehow we're getting through on achievement on average, with a lot of variability, but we're not inspiring people to want to do this work in the future. So we worry about that. We worry about that as it applies to not just higher education. For example, we have a mismatch in higher education between the number of people we're producing who have degrees in the computer science field and the number of jobs that are out there. We have more employers looking for people with majors in computer science than we have graduates coming through. The number of graduates is going down, the number of jobs in that field is going up. So we've got concerns there. We've got concerns about the number of people who start STEM courses in college and fail to finish them, or STEM majors and fail to finish them. But we have concerns in elementary and secondary education, and even before that, in providing the kind of teaching, the kind of curriculum, the kind of instruction that inspires young people to want to explore these fields and engage in them. So your work today, this incredible partnership, the incredible collaboration that all of you being here today represents to me a big step in the direction of addressing that achievement gap. The kind of excitement here, the kind of things that many of you are going to be engaged in this summer, I think is exciting in and of itself. And it stretches the boundaries of time and learning in our schools. You know, schools only occupy 15 to 20% of a student's waking hours during the ages between 5 and 18. So a lot of what happens in life and a lot of how students advance and learn and become successful has to do with what they get in non-school hours, which is education by another name for a lot of children, and for some children, they lack the opportunity to get that. You've provided here, through this kind of collaboration, opportunities for young people to keep on learning all through the summer. And in so doing, you've extended the sort of temporal boundaries of school in ways that I think we really need to go. We need to reinvent the structure and organization and operations of our public education systems if we're truly going to thrive as a nation in the 21st century. And you're doing that. So I commend you on that work. Governor Patrick in particular sent me with his congratulations to you on what you're going to do this summer, and his gratitude for all the work that today's events represent. He's really proud of you and tells me to tell you to keep up the good work. And to those of you who are students and entering into this program, I guess what I'd say is, you know, I talk a lot about the future and about the economy and about jobs and about college and things of that nature. And for many of you, that may be quite remote right now. I think the thing to focus on in the near term is finding what some have called a path with heart. Find some things that interest you, that excite you, that seem fun to learn, that challenge you to stretch and to grow, and take that path with heart as far as it leads you. There are going to be opportunities and challenges and questions and problems, all of which are chances to learn. You've got those chances to learn through these programs that you're initiating today. I would urge you to take advantage of that. I would urge you to pursue that path with heart. It will take you ultimately someplace worthwhile. You don't have to worry about exactly where that destination is right now. Just worry that you're doing something with heart and you're putting your heart into it. So thank you all for everything you've done to be part of today's events. Good luck to the families, to the parents, to the students who are going to engage in the programs this summer. Thanks especially to all the collaborating institutions in public higher education and public education K through 12. This is a wonderful, wonderful initiative. We will watch it with interest and celebrate its future with you. Thanks very much.